All right, let's get the heck out of here before the spot-free rinse wears off.
Should be to watch as you pull out.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
See that pothole? Yeah. He did it.
That took a long time. So when we got back to the camper, the framer let me know that we have carpenter ants in the house. They were trying to swap out a window in the back of the house. That's when he noticed a bunch of carpenter ants. I'll put a picture up on the screen right here. So doing a little research online, it says you can just get rid of them with regular taro ant bait. And once they're gone, you have to make sure you figure out where they came in and sprinkle like boric acid or something like that. So I'm pretty sure I have some of those taro ant baits in the Airstream. So I'm gonna check and put some out where I notice that they are still some stragglers walking around. So let's give that a shot. Get to my pest control bin. Ta-da. Here's the scene of the crime. There's still some running around, but there was way more when he first took the trim off. Usually they get in at like a seam. I see some walking around up there. Pretty good seam right here where we have the air conditioning lines. All right, let's bait them. There's really no good place to set one other than that. So hopefully they find that. What you doing, bro? All right, we are all done with work for the day. We actually just got back from a Ace Hardware run. We picked up some more treated lumber to finish up the screen project this weekend, and we got some brackets to build some sawhorses. Because a lot of this lumber, we're gonna pre-paint it before we put it up because it's right against the screen and we don't trust ourselves not to paint the screen. So we needed some kind of surface to be able to paint these things, thus the sawhorses. We also picked up a bag of Bermuda seed so we can try to get a little bit of grass growing back here. I mean, it's starting to come through a little bit, but every time it rains, it gets a little moist. There's a lot of mud. It's not that fun with the dogs. If this was all grass, it would be amazing. So we're going to plant that seed since the ground is already a little bit wet. Maybe there'll be a chance of some more rain coming up soon. And that's the plan. So it looks like you just put a 2x4 in each one of these. And that's how tall your sawhorse is going to be. And then you clamp a 2x4 in between. Seems simple enough. I guess we want these to be pretty high if we're going to be painting on them. Well, the battery in the GoPro died while we were finishing up the sawhorses, but trust us, they came out amazing. That's the end of this Thursday. Hope you had a good day. I'm ready to get a good night's sleep tonight and hit Friday running. Friday is usually a busy day for computer work and of course a couple little projects around the house. We'll see you then. All right, good morning. We just wrapped up going through the car wash. We're down in the town where my mom lives. We're gonna go help her with some stuff and meet up with my sister and get some work done at a coffee shop. Well, that place didn't even have an empty seat inside, so we gotta figure something else out. All right, next place, see if they have any open tables. Their drive shaft fell off. All right, we just knocked out a solid couple hours of putting our clients' workouts in for the next week. If you're watching this and you're not one of our clients, you should be, because we give you awesome workouts and awesome coaching. But now we're pulling up over here to my mom's apartment. She bought a table from one of her neighbors for $20.
Woo, what a deal.
And we get to move it from wherever it is to wherever it needs to be.
And backing it in this
Backing it in like the Super Duty.
Pro. We're here.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Oh
You got my slipper.
Oh my god.
You got my slipper. Hey, go get it. Trying to think what's the best thing to actually zip the paint out of. So we'd really like to get this side of the garage finished up this weekend. So we're gonna pre-paint all these pieces that are gonna have to be installed up against the screen so we don't end up accidentally painting the screen. There's more than we can fit on the sawhorses at once. So I guess we'll have to kind of wait until some of these dry and then move them out, move new ones in. So yeah, should be fun to get it finished up this weekend. Paint a little house like this little by little.
Tough crouching.
All right, that's the end of this Friday. Man, it was a busy one. I mean, we never stopped, honestly, but it was a great day. God is good. A little bit worried about the budget of this project, but Blakely's keeping me grounded and reminding me that everything's gonna be okay. I am excited to get the quote back from the guy that we met yesterday about the cabinets, because I know that's gonna be a big expense, and I need to formalize the plan with the electrician, just so there's no surprises. We've talked about the price, but you know, since we're friends, nothing's in writing, so you know, I just wanna make sure that everybody's cool with that. But I'm looking forward to getting this garage project finished up this weekend. Got most of our client programming done today. We each have a few clients left to program the workouts for next week, but we can knock that out tomorrow morning, no problem. And yeah, thankful for you being here. Hope you had a good day. Well, good morning and happy Saturday. I look a little rough this morning, haven't actually done myself up, as they say. But anyway, I wanted to show you the progress that the framers made over here yesterday. It doesn't look like much, but apparently this really put up a fight. Like a lot of electrical in the way, there was plumbing lines up in the ceiling that were in the way, but basically this has all been framed out now for the closet that we're going to have when you walk in the back door. That'll have shelves in it for appliances, maybe some hanging space for a coat. Maybe we'll put our shoes in there when we come in through the back door. We don't know yet. But here's where there's going to be our pantry and our refrigerator. Obviously, there's a lot of sheetrock work to be done. That'll all look smoothed out. The power from where the water heater still needs to go up into the attic since we relocated that. But basically, this wall is going to stay here. This section is going to stay here. Then all this will be cabinetry. We did push this whole section back a little bit, about 6 inches, because this was very, very tight over here by the door, especially since the door kind of opens the wrong way. We'll probably change that in the future, but I'm pretty happy with how it feels in here. It's still a pretty big kitchen for such a small house. It's awesome. And then over here on this side of the kitchen, they did get this area framed out for the coffee bar. That's what we're calling this area because we're going to put our coffee maker over here. There'll be base cabinets and upper cabinets over here. We just stole a little space out of that closet. You can see on the floor right there exactly how much we stole out of there. So this is a pretty small closet in the TV room now, but this is where we'll probably keep our podcasting equipment and whatnot. This will have a regular door on it that swings out into the room. It'll definitely do the job. Blakely's got to do some laundry today, so test out how the new laundry setup works out. Our goal for the day after we finish our client work to make as much progress on the garage as we can. Let me run out here and show you how much we got done on the painting last night. So we got all these boards pre-painted last night, and before we called it a night, I laid out the ones that we need to paint today. I think these look pretty good. I don't think they need a second coat. All that's going to go up on here. Maybe we'll make a little more progress on the rest of the exterior paint today. We'll see. All right, it's about 11:30. Just finished up our work for the week. Took longer than we wanted to, but we were also watching a movie and we're a little distracted while we were working. But anyway, the Amazon delivery person just came and dropped off this test ball for the shower. I've got my portable air pump here. I'm gonna plug up the drain with the test ball, fill the shower pan with water, and let it sit there all day and overnight and make sure it doesn't leak. So we know we've got a good shower pan. Shouldn't take much pressure to get this thing inflated. Yeah, that didn't take much. I think I got a little too much in there. Now how do I get it out? Let's actually look and see how much PSI we're supposed to put in this thing. Hello? I'm here in the bathroom. The test plug came, so I'm installing it 13 PSI. That's not much. Freaking water is leaking past the test ball. Gotta start over. All right, since this is taking longer than expected, I'm gonna go set Blakely up to paint those pieces of trim outside. Shake it. Shake it. I just spent all that time filling up the shower pan and it leaked right past the test ball.
Your stuff is gonna get clean.
I don't know, we'll see. All right, what the heck are we doing here?
I'm painting these boards.
All right, we got a load of laundry going, testing out the drain in there. The shower pan is filled with water. Blakely's putting a second coat on the siding that we knocked out yesterday. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the trim pieces up, and all these are drying really quick because it's super sunny. What do you think of the color now?
This is looking, oh, I don't know about the color yet, but I think the trim looks good.
Yeah. It's helping out a lot. There's some, when you look closer, you'll see some details that need to be caulked, but that's because I'm a professional coach, not a professional carpenter. All right, got a few more pieces up. Got to take a break to go in and hook up the dryer so Blakely can proceed with the laundry.
I'm not good at cutting. Do you want to do this cutting?
You can do it. We have tape. We have blue tape. She's going in, no tape, folks. Wow. Don't worry, she wants to paint the inside of the house too.
Good.
Looks good to me. What do you think, Buttons?
She's laying on that bed that I'm washing.
Why not? Pretty.
Like it?
Yeah. You're killing it. Last piece of trim's about to go on. Last one down here. Definitely need to do some like caulking and wood putty and stuff and then put another coat on a lot of this, but I'm pretty happy with it for an amateur job. All right, what time is it?
6 o'clock on the dot.
It's been like a good solid, at least 6 hours of nonstop work. We crushed it though. We got the whole exterior of the open side of the garage finished. The whole interior of the open side of the garage finished. Yeah, I don't know. Like
a lot of stuff.
A lot of other things. Like the deck was really disgusting underneath. Just like debris have fallen through over the years.
Got that clean.
Yeah, that was a really gross job that we've been putting off doing.
There's like weeds growing up against the house. We're definitely going to take this deck, this ramp down at some point, but we were getting all those weeds out and it was just like dirty stuff. And then I actually just was like, I'm already filthy. Let me just bathe these dirty dogs. So they got a bath.
Wet dogs.
They're gonna really be great in the camper coming in wet like that.
I think that's gonna be the end of the day, but not really, because our gray tank has been 100% full since this morning, so I definitely need to dump that.
Since last night.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm pooped, my back hurts, my shoulder hurts, I'm hungry, but it's been a really good day. Thanks for watching.